We are incompetent.
Oh,
Dangerously so.
we are incompetence no end. Right, is this actually record? Right, it's record. Yes. Fucking
Is it
hell.
though? Is it?
Well, a new file was generated when I pressed F9, so we'll go from there. Anyway, welcome everyone to the most incompetent Failcast collection of. I haven't even had any cider yet. This is ridiculous. I blame Trump myself.
Yeah, me too.
To the Bahrain race, take one. If we've been saying with myself, Mr. Balkenberg, and as always, the taco troubadour himself, Mr. Esteban. How you diddling?
Buenos dias.
He said it's
Trump,
they build
really?
a wall. Yeah, we have trumped it.
I just want to say, the Mexican food and everything, combined with turning 30, it's not really working for me.
No,
I don't know how it was for you when you started like being old as well, but like I was fine and everything up until I turned 30, and then it was like, oh, guess what? Indigestion. Oh, and by the way, you're fat now for no reason, and that is just what happens. That's just what happens.
I so agree with the fat bit. Yeah.
So now I've got water on my desk next to, shake 'em for you, a box of Settler's Tums assorted fruit antacid tablets. Do you know what I ate? I ate some pasta.
What?
Apparently I now have acid reflux and I'm fat. So welcome to adulthood.
This is where you become gluten intolerant. And,
Yeah,
and have to
exactly.
be the
It's only a
fussy
matter of
wanker
time.
in the restaurant.
Actually, you know what though? Beer has started to upset my stomach.
No.
Can you, like, not to vomit or anything, but like it makes me super gassy. It's grim, mate. I can only drink
Transplant.
whiskey, but I mean I miss cold beer. I don't know how I can manage if I can't drink beer anymore.
Oh no. Fuck it.
Anyway.
Stomach transplant. I'm glad I've moved on
Anyway.
to cider because then I can kid myself that it's fruit.
That also though gives me chest pain. I'm falling apart. If I swallow it, I suddenly get like this rising pain in my chest, and I thought I had a stomach ulcer. But anyway, this isn't digestion today. It's Failcast F1.
I get the
So
impression
what's
that your
about
body was built by Lewis Hamilton's engineers.
Exactly. My body was built by Lewis Hamilton's race engineer.
Oh dear. So yeah.
Used to be Jock Clear, I believe. Once upon a time, but now he's at Ferrari doing Ferrari things and being bold.
I was about to make a Villeneuve comment, but then it just escaped my mind.
As Villeneuve probably has.
Exactly. Thank Christ for that. And his beautiful album of music. So, shall we
You
dance?
out-qualified me very strongly.
Yes. But that was only because you had a bit of a.
I had two freaking terrible laps. I was so on it in Q1 and 2, but for some reason Q3 just went out the window.
But I'm just really pleased because my frame rate on this game at the minute is really, really terrible because my PC is struggling with this at the minute because I need a new one. So I'm glad that most of the cars are behind me so that I don't trundle along at 10 frames per second and close my eyes for turn one.
Yeah.
He says.
I still think there's a massive accident about to happen, but you know, welcome to Failcast F1.
That's just your stomach.
I don't know how I'm going to cope because it's part of my F1 ritual, right? You know, beer, maybe a curry.
Yeah.
But now, you know, I'll die if I do those things.
Putting your papads and poppadoms and rioters on the side pod. Dip and dine as you go.
Exactly. And being sponsored by a well-known brand of Mexican hot sauce that bring in the vital dollars that keep me in whichever team we end up in, despite my poor performance. It's important that I have dip trays on both sides of the cockpit so that either hand can reach over, scoop up some delicious hot sauce. It's vital. It's vital to my career.
Aerodynamic hot sauce.
Exactly. Very wacky races. I can throw it behind me and make sure Verstappen spins on it into a wall. So, race strategy.
He wants me to pick all the tyres.
Yeah, neither of those look particularly good to me.
Uh-oh, I smell a contra.
Well, I'll tell you this much. When both the high and low tyre management strategy are this inefficient, it calls for an Esteban special, because yeah, I mean, I'm not doing a 4-stop strategy. That is not something that's happening, especially a 4-stop strategy that is 19 seconds slower than a 3-stop. What I don't understand is if I've got 2 sets of super softs to use in the race, apart from the ones I've start with, why is high time management strategy got me on softs, then super softs, then medium when 2 super softs would do? That's what I want to know.
Ah, yes, it does like to do that.
And currently, it's telling me I have to pit on lap 1,
Oh wow,
which you can never recover from.
optimum.
You can never recover. I'm going to do... Oh, yes, now we're talking. So I'm doing 3 stints on the super soft.
So I'm going for, because I believe one of the most recent updates to this game is they thought that you had to. Oh god, I don't know. Remove stint. Oh, actually, reverse strategy. That'll do. Codemasters thought that you had to be prescribed to the 2 compounds to race on, and a third one was actually just an if you wanted to, as opposed to actually you just have to race any 2. So I believe some of the strategy stuff still calculates it in that fashion, even though you're now allowed to do whatever you want to do. I saw it in their forum somewhere.
So, shall we talk strategy? Since it's dry or race, shall I tell you what I'm doing?
Yeah.
I will stay on my opening set of super softs until lap 3. I'll pit on lap 3.
Okay.
Then stint 2, I will pit on lap 9, and then stint 3 I pit lap 17, and all 3 of those stints are on super softs, and then I do a final run lap 28. No, hold on, I can't read this fucking display, can I? Right. my first set of super softs, apparently my projected race time is plus 3.328, so I'm guessing whatever I'm doing is stupid, but you know, that's what it's all about. Oh, hold on. The softs are a mandatory tyre.
Oh, so it's a soft that is mandatory, not the super soft?
No, both of them. Just make sure, because like the soft is not highlighted, but it's listed under mandatory tyres. I don't know if it not being... Yes, yeah. I have to use the softs.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so yeah.
So this hasn't been updated properly then.
Yeah, so all this was for nothing. I thought I had a really aggressive, fast, super soft focused strategy, but apparently that was all a dream sequence.
I'm surprised that hasn't actually been corrected properly, or maybe it has, but it's not.
What it does is, if you look at the low time management strategy, how freaking ridiculous does that thing look now?
Well, yeah, mine's different to yours. So my high time management strategy is only 2 stops, because I only done 1 fast lap in Q2 on my tyres. So it lets me stop on lap 6 for softs, then lap 16 for mediums to the end, which looks quite good for me. But the 3-stop ones, it wants me to come in on like lap 4, and then on lap for like 4 laps at the end. I'm like, nope.
No, I'm on a really short stint on the super softs in the middle of the race, but I don't have a choice. Apparently, I don't have a choice. Actually, what I could do, the low time management strategy. Sorry, I'm delaying the start of the race here.
That's right.
I think... Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah. Who needs stint 4? Screw you. Stint 4. What do you know?
Oh, have you gone straight for mediums?
I'll pit lap 3 for a set of mediums. Then lap 14 for a set of softs, and lap 24 for a set of super softs. Through till the end.
Yeah. That works.
actually.
And I've always found that softs actually work relatively the same as super softs around here, pretty much.
Right, it's risky, and it's definitely against what the race engineer is saying to do. but if people don't come here for my bold pornographic vision and my unconventional tyre strategy, then what do they come here for?
Oh god. What are you doing?
Let's see.
Oh god.
Let's see how badly I screw this up. I'm sure Jeff will be on the blower at turn 1, lap 1, and say, we've got an alternative strategy. You
Exactly.
want to do something less mental.
Okay. Best of luck, mon chéri.
And to you. Oh shit, I forgot
Oh,
the
for
promotion
motion
lap.
lap.
I was about to burn it off the line.
We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice start. What's the RPM on a full start? We don't want to bog down.
Okay, we won't bog down. It's okay.
Verstappen, why are you behind me?
Boo. Oh. One random bug that I hope that they fix quite soon. Well, not as necessarily a bug, it's just an annoyance. With the safety car, it caught me out in the Russian Grand Prix on my PS4 playthrough. I think it was Russia anyway. And, well no, it was Spain, sorry. But thankfully I crashed out, so it didn't matter. But when the safety car came out and I had to try and catch up to someone, I caught them up right at the very beginning of Sector 3, which is all slow corners. And then I dropped... It told me that I had 20 seconds to get onto the back of whoever I was at the back of the queue. And I couldn't catch them in time because it's all just slow corners at the end of that sector. And so I couldn't catch them, even though I was going full pelt. It gave me a drive-through penalty.
Ridiculous.
And I was like, this wasn't even vaguely fair.
I bunched up everyone behind me so badly that they've not been able to catch up. Because I was trying to let Verstappen through because I jump started him apparently, but he doesn't want to come through, so F him.
Oh.
I'll take 7th on the grid as well if he wants.
I've noticed that Rosberg and Ricciardo are on the softs.
And they're on... What position are they? Rosberg's second, right?
Second, Ricciardo's fourth. I don't know what
So that means you really have to make those super softs work for you in that first stint, don't you?
Yeah, I need to get the jump on. I think the Ferrari behind is on softs as well.
Raikkonen's on softs, yeah. Yeah. Jeff's just radioed me and said we're changing strategy if you want.
You've not even parked it up yet!
Start sequence will be
I love that Jeff has that much faith in your contra strategies.
I'm running it, Jeff. I don't give an F what you say. I'm not pitting on lap 1. I let him make me do that once, and you never recover.
You're not giving him a Jeff.
No, for reals, you don't recover. You cannot recover from a first lap pit stop. The gap becomes too big. It's the biggest it can possibly be because you're slow off the line.
Yeah. Right, good luck.
And you. Massive accident time. Oh, I got a good start there.
Rosberg's not got off the line yet.
I hope you took him there, Ricciardo. Oh! You and I came together there.
Was that you?
Yeah.
We're first and third! What the fuck's this about? Oh, not for long. Not for long.
Oh dear, something embarrassing's about to happen, I fear.
What, are we on a 1-2?
Oh, I nearly went into the back of you there, mate.
Yeah, sorry, I was having a bit of a weird moment.
You're jumping around all over the place like no one's business. I nearly got down the inside of you there. Ooh. Oh, you're so much faster than me through that corner complex there. I don't know if it's safe to attempt an overtake on you because on my screen you're lurching back and forth. So I don't know what to do.
So you're showing quite a way behind me at the moment.
For me, I'm basically under your rear wing. Oh, now I'm not. Fastest lap from you, 1:42.471. Yeah, there's no way I'm this close to you in reality because my lap was a 1:43.720. I suspect you and I are running very different races.
But we are still 1-2.
Yes.
Okay.
Because in my game, I'm not faster than you, but I'm certainly on pace with you. I just got a faster Sector 1.
Same. You've suddenly become very competitive.
Yeah, well, how many episodes? It must be, what, 3, 4, where you and I have been on comparable pace?
And never for the lead, particularly.
And never for the lead. I'll tell you something, I'm not your Rubens Barrichello.
I'm going to be your Johnny Car Wash.
I can't keep pace with you through the fast corners though, because I've damaged my front wing, so... You'll be the faster of the two of us, but once I've taken my pit stop at the end of the next lap...
And the undercut really works around here.
Although I'd lose time getting my...
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car.
In I come!
Teammate in the pits.
It'll be a while though, because I've got to get my nose changed.
I thought you was coming in like next lap.
So did I, but I thought, sorry, I'm losing time. Lol, Hamilton, 17.
Was that you? Or was that us?
No, Hamilton, 17th.
I was just wondering, like, who was responsible? Because I know I
Oh.
hit him because I was hit. But I think I was in a weird Mercedes sandwich. Although Vettel's now... I know, because you're gone. Rosberg second, Vettel third.
Massa is 21st. I lost 19th to Sainz because I came out of the pits way too fast for some reason. Well, I wish you and I had been on a similar strategy because it would have been quite good to have a full race where you and I are battling it out at the front, but I'm sure I'll get back up there.
I was going to say, I think we'll meet again quite quickly.
We'll meet again.
I sung that on stage once, dressed as a World War II soldier.
Nice!
Random
I
fact.
did not know that about you. I once performed a cover of Electric Six, Fire in the Disco, with a friend of mine dressed as a woman.
Amazing.
That's something that happened in my life. Since we're sharing and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, do you think after all the opening lap drama and confessions of drag, we should touch on some real F1 news?
Yeah, let's do that.
So, I think a good opening topic for today, as I get the DRS on Sainz. Oh, one of the Ferraris has just come out of the pits in front of me. He pitted early.
Vettel.
He pitted very early. I need to catch him now. Yeah, what I'd like to talk about is our usual back of the grid prediction for next year. Obviously, the end of the season is almost on us.
Yeah.
And in the last episode, I touched on my thoughts that I expect Haas to go backwards rather than forwards because they're relying too closely on a Ferrari team that isn't even capable of delivering performance boosts for its own car, let alone anybody else's.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Sauber I consider open to interpretation at this point, because they're doing a Toro Rosso and they're deciding to go for an older engine, ostensibly they say, because they know the dimensions of that engine, which means they consider the aero changes to be more important, and by knowing the dimensions of the engine they can develop the aero aspects of the car much earlier in advance. So they think all their gains will be made aerodynamically next year, and I don't know how well that holds up actually as a theory. But then also we have to talk about Mana, who are obviously pulling around at the back right now.
Mm-hmm.
How do you see those three teams panning out next year?
I think Haas will definitely go backwards. Oh, Jeff, stop it! I don't want to do all these changes. He's clearly he's realised that he can't fox with you, so he's decided to fox with me instead. So I agree. I think Haas will go backwards, because the more that they've actually had to rely on their own steam, the worse they've got over the course of the season in general. And the issue that they've got is cunty wankfest.
What happened to you?
He's just changed my strategy because I said a word in the microphone, but I was
Cunty wankfest, and it suddenly changes your strategy.
oh, hang on, I've got to try and
In this lap, remember the speed limit.
no. Sorry, bear with me 2 seconds.
Oh, I've got DRS on the tail. Shame I ran wide into that corner, but maybe I can catch him. Maybe.
Jeff's just making shit up. He's just gone straight for super softs now as well. I'm like, no.
Are you in the pits right now?
No. They wanted me to be. One sec.
About soft tyres at the next pit stop.
Oh, God,
Fairline,
shoot.
you're a prince among men. He's holding up Vettel, so I can get the drop on both of them at the end of the start-finish straight, I think.
Oh, good man. Right, I think I've got my strategy back to where I was supposed to have it. It's a shame there's not a revert strategy button. That would be helpful.
Yeah, there should be, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I agree, Haas will drop back. So I'm sick of the tide of Jeff. So yeah, that will be a thing. The other thing that I think will happen is Sauber will start strong and then fade miserably because because of the engine, essentially.
Oh yeah, like Toro Rosso this year, I suppose.
Yeah.
Stop fighting me, Fairline. It's inevitable.
Oh, my tyres have hit the cliff, I believe. Oh shit, yeah, I've got a puncture.
Oh dear.
Too much wear.
See, that technically should have happened to me. Fairline's just driven into the side of me like a twat, but it didn't do any damage, so it's alright.
Well, this will hand you back.
keep... You know the difficult corner here?
Yeah.
I've been taking that brilliantly all the way through qualifying, but in the race with the heavy fuel load, I just keep running wide. And once you get your outer wheels off the track, it pulls you away from the apex. And means that you lose like half a second in that corner, so Vettel's getting away from me, but I am faster than him everywhere else.
Right, I'm in, but I was mid-pack by the time I got there, so you'll be well in front. Haas, I think, will go back. Sauber, I think, will struggle because of the engine issue as well as other things. And I don't... They've always made tidy cars when they've had a decent enough budget, but my worry with them is what budget do they genuinely have?
Well, we know they have more money, and they've kept both pay drivers, so it should be an improvement on where they were. Certainly to the point that they were able to stick some sticky back plastic on their front wing at some point this season as like a token gesture. I mean, that really was the laziest development program ever. That really was a... No, look, we're doing it too. Do you know what I mean? It was really like, well, we have developed the car this season. Take a look, Martin Brundle. Look, there's fluffy dice now. on the side pods, and I really think it accents the colour scheme we've gone for this year.
Amazing.
I'll tell you what though, I am looking forward to our favourite time of the year, which is the livery unveilings.
Yes.
Don't change a thing, Renault. Don't change a thing.
Never change, Renault.
I love that livery. I like the hexagon motif on the engine cover. I like it all.
Yep.
I like it all.
The banana needs to stay. And they need to do a stupid unveiling again. Like, washing it up on the beach was great last year. That added some class to much needed events.
Yeah, I miss the days when F1 launches used to be a bit mental.
On a volcano with Flav. That kind of thing. So yeah, need some of that. I think going up the field will be Manor. I don't know if it will necessarily be for 2017, but their technical prowess that they're getting into place makes me think that they're going places in the future.
Yeah, I mean, Manor, people slag them off, but you know, I've always seen it as a long-term project, and they're doing it the right way. They're not going for the short win, they're going for the long win. By the way, just, you know, like it ain't no thang, but double overtake on Gutierrez, and Vettel.
Does that count as triple because of the double surname?
Yes, it does. And the glorious Mexican on Mexican action.
Ah, stop it. Making my insides lactate.
And, as has been the theme for this season and past, I am being very light on fuel. Very light on the fuel indeed, so I can turn it up when I need it.
Well, yay.
I just want to say, obviously I don't want to jinx it, but it does appear that my bold strategy call has actually paid off.
Nice.
Because everyone in front of me now is a shit muncher, and I'm catching them. Even though I'm on the slowest compound of tyre, and I've got past Vettel, which was my big bugbear.
This is good. This is good.
Where are you?
I am.
Oh, you're behind Gutierrez.
I am 14th at the moment. I've got Verstappen, and then actually I can see 3 cars in my sight, but I only know that Verstappen is the next one along. Oh, Harriento in the pits. Oh no, he's
why
pulled
did
off.
you do that, Vettel?
Oh, there's no.
Vettel just drove into the side of me for no reason at all.
Was that you then with the safety car and stuff?
Yeah, I was driving down the straight. You'll see it on the replay. But someone hit me seriously hard. Seriously hard.
How's your car?
I've lost. Change, please, Jeff. Sorry, I was trying not to drive above Delta. I've lost part of my front wing, and it's in a bad place for me to. It's a bad place for me to pit, to be honest. I'm going to try and stay out with the broken front wing. The car handles so badly without it. Yeah, it was Vettel. I was on the straight, DRS open, and I was about to enter the braking zone, so I wasn't quite there yet. And he was going so much faster than me. I don't know how he had that speed, and he went straight into the back of me. And I went into the barrier and I thought, oh god, that's race over. But then I sort of glided along, gained 2 places, and came out behind Ricciardo in 6th. But it was a massive accident.
God. Can we just praise that Alonso is currently leading this race?
Better than that, there are 2 Renaults in the top 3.
Look at that. The only annoying thing of that is it's taken out my brake marker at the 150 million volt.
I'm sorry, it wasn't intentional, and I'm going to be backing everyone up into you now, I'm afraid, because I can't drive quickly without my front wing.
That's okay. Oh,
But I'm coping with it better than I feared I would. I just need to last another 3-4 laps, and then I'm still on strategy. Because I'm going to lose a lot of time changing another nose.
Yeah. So it's been a fast but messy race for us so far.
Well, to be honest, none of it was our fault. I mean, my lock up into turn 1 that hit you, yeah, that was, but the rest of it... I mean, your tyre failure was Pirelli's problem, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, I agree. Sorry, Gutierrez, that was me pushing you out of F1.
Actually, you know what, I'm going to pit this lap and I'm just going to have to try and make the softs last a few laps longer. Box this lap. Box this lap, Jeff.
Is it me, or is on each update Jeff got worse?
Yeah, yes he has.
He was crystal clear for me at the beginning of this game, but as we've got more and more updates, it's got worse.
I'm really annoyed about that accident. I really am.
Not to worry, mate. There's
I hope
plenty of
Vettel's
time
out of
to
the race.
recover.
Because
Now
now
someone's out.
Gutierrez is going to beat me in the pits because I have to have my nose changed.
There's only 21 cars left, so I reckon he is out.
Yeah, Gutierrez got past me in the pits because of my nose change. That's son of a bitch.
That's alright. He is the surrender monkey. He will not score.
Yeah, but now I might not either. I've got Nazar on my case on the super softs.
Okay, we're going to do it. I've got a weird Renault Kvyat sandwich going on, so... Up ahead anyway.
I would be happy if this race finished with Kvyat and the 2 Renaults on the podium. I would consider it a victory for all of us. If that were
For
to happen.
mankind.
Stop running wide at that corner, man. Jesus. The car just isn't as sweet as it was in qualifying. It seems sluggish on the brakes for some reason. One thing I have noticed through my career mode playthrough, and I don't know how this is for you, is that it's very easy to make a setup that works on only one compound of tyre.
Yes.
And you'll find that, actually, I'm really fast on the mediums, but on anything else, it's all wrong.
Yep. No, I completely
Oh,
get that.
I know what's happened with that accident with Vettel.
What's that?
Cars are jumping forward again because your game's running faster than mine for some reason, and so it must have speared Vettel. That's the only thing I can think of for the speed difference.
So it's going to be a magical mystery tour as to where we will end up.
Yes. But Magnus had managed to pit from wherever he was and get out well ahead of me, so
Okay.
full
Well,
race up there.
he came in ahead of me. Because I've just got around Palmer, who has got some mass tyre problems.
There are 18 laps left and I have 2 pit stops to take. Something about that doesn't sit right with me. And Magnussen is 5.9 seconds clear of me. So my race has been ballsed by the 2 wing changes.
Someone's been off.
Good. Caution, yellow flags ahead. Oh, it's Magnussen.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Kvyat's just pitted from third.
Oh no, it was Sainz, who drove out onto the track right in front of me like a complete dick. What an asshole. Do you know what's happened? Yet again, we've forgotten that we're presenting a Formula 1 podcast.
No, no. But this game just, we've said it before, but it demands so much more.
It does, but it's why we don't upload it as an audio thing. Because
Yeah.
otherwise you just hear us going,
If we used to do audio only, and I used to do that with Maurice Sondag, sorry. We used to do the F1 Crashcast. Crashcast FM. I love Maurice. He's got such a good voice for radio. He actually does present radio.
Isn't he the one with the super deep voice?
Yeah, because he smokes so many cigars. And he, yeah,
I want to meet this man.
true story, true story. But he does actually do a like music show over in Holland where he lives. And I just, when someone's born with a voice for radio because it's so silky smooth, you're like, oh, I could fall asleep to him. Just
face for radio.
I was born with moves for radio. But yeah, he could read the dictionary, and I'd be like, yeah, just keep it coming.
Lay it on me, brother.
Alright, I'll do one more.
Next up is one of the Williams.
I want to take a second to continue talking about Renault, then, the purveyors of excellent liveries that they are.
Yeah.
With the driver lineup that they're now going to have, do you think, I mean, obviously Nico Hulkenberg's generally strong, and I think they're going to take a big step forward. People keep talking like it's going to be incremental, but I think for them, it will be hard to be anywhere near as bad as they've been this year. I do expect to see them take a pretty significant step forward. Do you think Palmer will be a hindrance to that, or do you think he's got the legs to be a respectable number 2 to someone like Hulkenberg?
I think he'll be fine, actually.
Okay, copy that.
I think he'll be fine. I just think so long as you don't call him number 2 to his face, he'll be alright.
Don't know, have you seen his face in the pits sometimes? He's got number 2 written all over it. He's like he's designated himself number 2. That meme I sent you the other week.
Yes.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
That is
it
Palmer
is.
all over. Because I saw that he was out doing some demo somewhere of F1 cars in some poor godforsaken country. And I just thought, God, of all the people to send out somewhere, surely everyone was just going out. If you've seen the film The Happening, where everyone just wants to commit suicide, just be laying in front of the F1 car, just going, take me now.
Well, exactly. I get the impression that if I was to meet him and say, so what's it like being a Formula 1 driver? You finally got to where you've been working for ages.
Right.
You go, yeah, it's all right, but, inevitably everything dies.
Inevitably,
like,
I have to
Jesus
break.
fucking Christ, man. You're living the dream for so many of us.
Release.
Well, I'll tell you what, like, I'm firmly in the camp that it's never too late to get into motorsport. I'm still going to get into karting at some point, I think.
To speed now.
Oh, we meet again, Mr. Bond.
Thought we would. We're going to beat Verstappen out.
No, you didn't, because he's out already and he's behind me.
Fault with the rear wing
That's what I said.
Stay out.
Oh, right. Oh, there you are, behind me.
my DRS is broke. Thanks, Jeff.
It's broken.
Yes.
Hopefully it's broken closed and not broken open. I remember that happened to, was it Alonso in the Ferrari when the first year we had DRS?
Yeah.
And I'm surprised he managed to keep it on the track, because the basic message I would take away, I wouldn't say your DRS is jammed open, I would just say goodbye.
Yeah.
You're dead now, sorry.
Sorry about that.
Oh mate, there's just a Verstappen between us.
It's okay. I'm working on it. I'm just getting my tyres up.
I'm trying to get past Kvyat and K-Mags to get into the points. For a bit of pointy, fun time action.
Baby. Ooh, now you saying that has completely reminded me of something that's completely unrelated. But it's something that I think would actually be up your street. And if you like our humour, listeners, probably up your street as well. I've just discovered a TV show that's been going for years by the comic Alan Davis, who I'm not necessarily a massive fan of, but I love him on QI. And it's called Alan Davis As Yet Untitled. Oh, you're busy.
Sorry. I don't know how this happened, but Harry Anto is 8th.
He's only pitted once.
Oh, was that overtake clean from your angle?
Yes.
Oh, good. But please go on, Alan Davis, curly-haired man.
Yes, on QI, normally the stooge for everything. Hang on, I'm freaking out a little bit. Oh, I knew that was going to happen.
Did you crash?
Yeah, I hit the back of K-Mag. It's so harsh to the car behind that hits in this game. No,
that means you
Verstappen's
were
got
past
through.
Verstappen, right?
Yeah, although he's now got back through, but I'll have him.
I just want to say it, and I know the people of Indonesia are going to disagree, but for me, Haryanto is overpowered in this game. Because he's he's pulling away in some of the corners. Like, no, really? Do you think they planned to bring Ocon in, and then there was like a licensing issue, and they thought, fuck it, just for a laugh, we'll leave Ocon stats on Haryanto? Then again, even Ocon was never running 8th.
No, that's true. But yeah, Alan Davis says, untitled, check it out. It's basically, he gets 4 other comics sitting around a table, and they just chat about shit. And it's got no time. Everyone brings like a story just to chat about, and they all have a pint. It's just the most laid back, craziest show. Well, not crazy show, but it's just funny. It's just like being down the pub with all your favourite comics. I really
It
like
sounds like that. Oh, do you remember that made-up show on the Mitchell and Webb blog, Prayer and a Pint? It was supposed to be like. It's supposed to be like a version of Songs of Praise, but it's got like a beardy, tweedy old man going around the country having pints with bizarre people and singing their favourite hymns. It's got that sort of quality to it. Like it would be presented by Alan Partridge.
Yeah. Something similar. But yeah, like that. My front wing is trashed as well, so I think we're now on equally bad front wings.
I'm really beating the crap out of my front left tyre, but I don't want to pit just yet. I want to try and make it to the end of the race with only one more stop, although Jeff's pretty convinced that isn't possible.
Oh, Magnussen's just got round Haryanto for 10th. Damn it.
Jeff keeps telling me to pit in, but I don't want to, Jeff.
What percentage is your tyre?
65.
I pitted last time on 75.
Yeah, I'm going to do one more lap. Fuck 'em. I'm not fast enough to catch a button. I am losing time on these tyres now, so it is technically right to call me in, but I'm stubborn.
Never.
And I want, if I can, to do 10 laps on my super softs, and then I'm not stopping after 5 laps. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
It feels stupid.
It does feel stupid.
And I think the game should do a better job of figuring that out. It seems to be looking only at your lap time on a particular tyre.
And percentage of wear, essentially, as well, I think. But like, if you drive like a couple of laps actually well within yourself, it's like it's recalibrating all of the time, and sometimes you can find Jeff wants to flick between like 2 different strategies constantly.
Deep current. Jeff just offered me a new strategy, which he described as, and I quote, viable, which would involve me switching my 2 remaining stops for 3 stops.
Ah, I had that 2 laps ago, and it wanted me to do soft, super soft, super soft. And I was like, nope.
It wanted me to do 3 sets of super softs
Fuck it out.
across 10 laps. Like, I'm sorry, but viable.
Viable
His
as
words,
fuck.
not mine.
That is trumpable.
But like I'm saying, I think all it's looking at is whether you're going to be faster or slower on a particular tyre. So it's going, oh well, if he stops 3 times for different super softs, then he's going to be faster on each set. Well, yeah, I am, but as a whole, I'm going to be slower, aren't I? Dick chops, unbelievable.
Dick chops.
Come on, boys, get me out ahead of button. Oh, you Gibbons. You trained Gibbons in fezzes. Unbelievable. I'm upset.
Oh. Alright, well I'm back up to Bottas, and that was the one that I was behind when I had my... Oh, last
Right.
stop.
I am not pitting again. It ain't happening. You know it's serious because I'm being all northern about it.
Putting your foot down, nor greavy.
Nico ahead is coming to fit the mediums.
Right, I'm behind Button. I'm in 15th. If I don't get points out of this cluster cavalcade, then I'm going to be very upset. I'm on the
Well-
tyres that feel best. There is no excuse now for a balls up.
We'll be fine. There's a pint down the Winchester until it all blows over.
Exactly. Please give me DRS. Oh, fuck you, Charlie Whiting. That's a new thing to say, isn't it?
It is.
Let's talk about that race, shall we, for a moment? Because I just want to say, first of all, the most glorious sight I've ever seen in my life is Max Verstappen's face when he had third, quite rightly taken off him. And by the way, I'd
Yes.
just like to also tear the press a new one. The press and Twitter are insane. They can't seem to see what he did wrong. And they say, well, Nico Rosberg did the same thing. It's like, well, Nico Rosberg firstly didn't gain anything. All he did was avoid an accident.
Yes.
Max gained a position, technically, a position that he would have obviously lost.
Mhm.
Which says all you need to fucking know, doesn't it, about the Max Verstappen apologists.
Oh,
They
exactly.
just can't see what was wrong with the move he made. You know, the move where he went completely out of the track limits and cut a corner, which apparently is fine if you're Max Verstappen.
Mhm. Yeah, no, there's that's an issue. Same as Hamilton completely missing turn one at the beginning of that race and just going trollolololol, and that being okay. I mean, it was neutralised to some degree by the safety car, but
That's what the steward said, right? They would have penalised him too, were it not for the fact the safety car neutralised the advantage.
but the fact was that he was ahead anyway. If there was a gravel trap there, someone else would have been in front. You would have thought.
That's true. That's true. And something that perhaps we would both agree on is that it's great to have runoff for safety, but why not have gravel traps for safety?
Yeah, I don't mind
Or
the
do you think
barriers.
or do you think we'd then be complaining that like a small mistake stops a battle? Do you know what I
No.
mean? Like occasionally,
Not
because you know
at
we're
all.
never happy, are we? Like what I hear people complaining about now is stuff that they were complaining about the opposite 3 seasons ago. But anyway, I
Absolutely.
digressed again.
No, I completely agree. And I feel like F1 fans are becoming like the fickle bunch because you can't satisfy them either way. Like the team radio stuff. Now it was all like, oh, stop telling everyone everything. Ooh, nice fast lap.
It was as well. 1.6 seconds faster than anyone.
Wow.
Super softs while light on fuel, baby. And then being run off the road by Gutierrez.
So you've got like that as you've got a fan base that is just contrary as fuck, and an F1 fan base that doesn't really know what it wants to give them. And Liberty Media, I think, might help solve that to some degree, which is an interesting topic. I don't know if we've ever talked about that.
We
particularly.
touched on it briefly, but we'll come back to it straight after this, I think.
Cool.
It's a good topic to touch on.
Yeah, and so that's all good, but hang on 2 seconds. I need to yeah. But I need to get out of these corners so that I can tell Jeff. Box is fine. Thank you. Good, you can take me this lap. Come on, Jeff. So you've got a contrary as fuck fan base. Sorry, this is all over the place, and that doesn't help. But you've also got pundits that are seemingly quite content. I was not speeding in the pits.
If it makes you feel any better, I've just realised that I can't finish the race on these tyres. I'm far too heavy on my front lefts. so I'm not going to get any points.
Fuck's sake. Fuck you, Charlie. Fuck you.
Stop.
Yeah.
Schedule pit
Fuck you,
stops.
Charlie Whiting. You're an asshole.
Fucking wankers.
Sorry, please continue.
Done. No, but you've also got like a press that is so biased for certain drivers or breaking up trouble. And I think this is like the elections is another thing of it, where everyone is out shouting their opinion, thinking that they're 100% correct and surrounding themselves only with people that they can argue at blindly without actually having a discussion. And I think actually sometimes I look at what goes online and I think, God, what a bunch of wankers we are, because we don't endear ourselves nicely with the sport. And NASCAR's just as bad, where they just like actively post in the comments about how people should die and things like that. And I think, no.
Yeah, because people mistakenly believe it's entertaining or has value as something adding character to the sport, and it just doesn't. Although, you know, it does go all ways, because now, like, Hamilton's hissy fit saying, well, the press aren't supporting me enough, and I was like, I didn't realise the press's job was to support you.
Exactly.
And can someone take those fucking glasses off him? He looks like a twat.
Yes.
Bye, Verstappen. Bye now. Oh no, he got past me again. What a bastard. Gets it all his own way, doesn't he, that one?
Oh, I'm so angry with this race now.
Yeah, me too, because we could have won it, I think. Can you believe that? You and me in a Force India on, again, increased difficulty, could have won it.
What the hell is Massa doing in 18th?
I don't know, I'm super annoyed that my tyres are wearing as badly as they are, because there's like 6 laps left to go and I'm about to take Verstappen for 5th.
Oh,
And I'm gonna
no.
have to pit again. And Verstappen is 42 seconds behind the car in front, so 5th, it was my best possible finish, and I'm going to be robbed of it. But I drove to a standard that would have delivered it.
Which is heartily annoying. I'm going to go for a burn from the back, I think, and see what's the worst that can happen, Dr. Pepper.
Well, you know, I will try and take some encouragement away from this, that I really think this season, what little we've done of it, both of us have come a long way with our driving.
I agree, actually. This game has taught me an awful lot.
I mean, my racecraft has definitely improved. In my single-player career mode, I'm having far less incidents with people. You know, I'm getting angry at the AI less, because I'm starting to realise the fault was mine, not theirs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, completely.
And here it's just, it's found a really good balance, and I find the AI challenging, if, you know, we're at the right difficulty level, which I think this is arguably a little bit too easy. Would you agree?
Yeah.
But
Especially
I still think the one above it would be far too hard.
I think it's trying to work out where we should be, like, on aggregate across different tracks, because I always go well round here, and so this is like a false competitiveness. But then if you put me in, let's say, Barcelona or somewhere like that, this difficulty might be right.
Yeah, I mean, that's something I'm struggling with in my single-player career, because I'm trying to place the car in a realistic position. You know, I still want to drive well, but I want to be challenged, and I want to have a reason to change teams, right?
Yeah.
What's the new plan, Jeff? Keep current. I ain't pitting twice, Jeff. It isn't happening. I am going to have to pit now because my tyres have gone off the cliff. So angry. Super salty about this. But it was time to come in. I'd lost 3.5 seconds for no reason. What position are you, me old skip?
I'm just about to have Palmer for 13th.
Good lad. You and I are about to meet on track again, I fear.
You're locking your front tyres. Try adjusting
Ooh,
the brake.
I undercut Verstappen.
Hey.
Didn't expect that to happen.
So you must be 11th or 10th?
10th. Verstappen just shoulder barged me off. But I'm going to get past him again, so he can F himself.
Well, next up for me in 12th is Harrianto on the mediums, doing what seems to be a 2-stopper when everyone else is doing a 3.
A career-defining drive from Marianne.
Ooh.
Verstappen just disappeared.
Same. Everyone disappeared. My game froze. I think that was me.
And now Verstappen is 10th behind me. He just completely disappeared. You really think Cody's would have solved the desync issues? I'm hoping my new internet sorts this out. I'm guessing it's because my internet is quite slow compared to UK internet, and because we're so far apart.
Yeah, and
I still want
wouldn't.
to... Sorry.
I was going to say, I wouldn't also put it past my computer just struggling a bit.
I still want to fly you out here. I want to have a mano-a-mano in person.
Yes.
Failcast F1. You can come, you can stay on my sofa for free, and we'll have a weekend on the beer, and yeah, beer and bratwurst and F1, and we'll do a live stream or something.
Done, done, done.
You name your time, mate. We'll figure it out. Right, I'm still in the points, so I suppose I can live with that, but I still want to get ahead of, ideally, Kvyat. He's running to a pretty strong 8th, actually, for him. Do you think he's sort of regained a bit of himself the last few rounds? He seems a little bit less ridiculous.
Yeah. And everyone was like, oh yeah, he scored a point, fantastic. And then Sainz came out the next race and done something way, way better, and Kvyat was back in the box again. So my jury is a bit out. I don't know. I don't know if he's beyond broken.
I mean, I would have thought... I still think he's good enough for F1, but I think he needs to be out of Red Bull. I think he would have been a good fit for someone like Haas.
Yeah.
Do you know, I didn't think about that sentence before I said it, and now it's come out, and I think that might have been the most intelligent thing I've said in several years of doing this podcast. Because it actually makes sense. It would be a good fit. A team where no one's expecting any miracles, and a driver who needs to rebuild his confidence.
Yeah. Grosjean's essentially gone there to rebuild a career and show himself before he could go for a Ferrari drive. Whether or not that will or won't happen is another matter.
To be fair, though, the irony about Grosjean is he didn't need to rebuild his career. His career was on a high. It'd just been hampered by a bad car. But everyone remembers more the year before, where he was picking up seconds left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Verstappen's gonna Verstappen me. Just to confirm the decision from our last episode that Verstappen is now a verb. To Verstappen someone is to gain an advantage over them or to royally screw them, regardless of rules or relative capabilities.
And still receive pundits from everyone.
Yeah. So it's like taking the last donut, even though it's for a colleague, and everyone going, well, that showed real initiative. You Verstappened Dave's donut.
I love that.
I want to see everyone using this word, and I want to see it get into the dictionary. We failed to get Bottas into the dictionary because it doesn't really have a definition, but we do know that Verstappen has a definition, and it sounds like a verb as well, because in German, a lot of verbs end in en. You know,
okay.
Spielen, kochen,
Uh-huh.
sehen, all kinds of things. So Verstappen fits into that. So I think if we can't get into English, we should get it into German.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what the correct tense would be now. I'm actually inventing a word. We're doing linguistics now on Failcast F1. Ich habe deine Donut verstappt. Yeah, verstappt, yes.
Verstappt. That's amazing. That just
Yes,
sounds.
it would work. It would work.
You know when you've been verstapped.
Yeah. So yes, Verstappen is now a verb in English and in German. We're going to share it. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be big, beautiful. We're going to build a wall around Mexico. We're going to set fire to the world in a nuclear fire. Fascism's back. It's all good. Probably.
Yes. And who thought
Actually-
Brexit was going to be the biggest fuck up of the year?
I know. Oh, actually, before we go full politic here, I just want to touch on Kvyat again. How well did he do in Singapore, keeping Verstappen behind him?
Yeah, that was nice.
I had a big grin on my face all the way through that section of the race. I was like, yeah, you show him.
Dittoed.
I
So-
like the idea of Marco Helmut spitting coffee all over himself, watching that happen.
Oh, God, no, such a good name. Yeah,
Well,
they,
also,
anything
it also
that
sounds
puts
like
him.
sci-fi apparel. Go on, sorry.
Oh no, sorry. I was going to say anything that puts Helmut Marko back in his place a little bit makes me happy on the inside.
Yeah, he is sort of like the evil Dr. Death of Formula One, isn't he? Really?
Because I kind of feel like, his name's escaped me. The Red Bull boss guy, Christian Horner. I feel like he's like wed his comeuppance because he's now married to Jerry Halliwell. So he's
So
done
he's
his deal
been
with
punished
death.
enough, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Waking up every day with ginger spice.
For the race.
Now, waking up every day with ginger spice from 20 years ago wouldn't be so bad. God, Kvyat is faster than me. He actually is faster than me. I think my tyres have dropped off the cliff again. Yes, they have. He's right under my rear wing, and there's going to be a massive accident, but I don't want to surrender the points. Oh, the fireworks all go off.
I've got them turned off, I think.
Wow, we were so far behind the race leaders, it's not even funny.
I don't think we'd have won. I think we'd have been 5th, 6th.
I don't know, I think we could have won. I think we could have won.
I don't think my tyre wear is good enough.
I'm going up to rich fuel mixture so Kvyat doesn't stap in my points.
I just need to bring it gently round these last couple of corners. My front left's on 90%.
The tank is empty.
Oh, that's about to give out, isn't it? I wonder why you got away with so few stops compared to me. But then again, I'm crap on my tyres. What position are you, China?
12th, although Magnussen doesn't actually appear on... Oh, my puncture's gone. I was 12th. I might still do it. Come on. Clearly, if I put it in
points.
mix 3...
Points at last. Oh, they gave me some points, fireworks. How pathetic is that?
Oh, Harrianto, no! You've gone by!
Can I see you?
Look at my beautiful... Oh, Gutierrez.
Oh, there you are. I see you limping.
I took out Gutierrez on the straight.
Oh, I finished where I qualified.
What a beautiful end to the race. Fucking hell.
Do you know what? It shows I was in the zone there because I saw that and said, oh, I finished where I qualified, which means someone else also finished where they qualified. And I was right. It was Felipe Massa in 15th. Well, at least some of us got some points out of this. I'm surprised, actually, I came out ahead of you
Well done,
in
mate.
that. Because I technically should have done 5 stops. And if I had, it's questionable whether I wouldn't have been anywhere near points, actually, looking at it. But given the 2 wing changes that really... The wing changes really cost me. Really cost me. I do think I could have been, at least, if not on the podium, pushing for a podium. I was faster than Bottas and Raikkonen when I encountered them on track pretty consistently, so I can't be too disappointed with 4 points though. It's 4 more than I had yesterday.
Well done. I think mine were... Well, I had the drive-through penalty. I had 2 punctures. A front wing change. Yeah. But it meant well.
Why was Gutierrez a DNF?
Because he ran into the back out of me coming out the last corner when I tried in vain to avoid him.
Ah. Vengeance is sweet, huh?
Ah, Taco dead.
Let me check the race director because I got some warnings.
You did, you got one. Two,
Collision
three.
with you. Exceeded track limits. And two exceeding track limits. You got a warning for a collision with Verstappen.
Yes.
Speeding in the pit lane. And you got a drive-through. That's why you're behind me.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Jenson Button got a stop-go for ignoring yellow flags. I didn't know the AI got that.
Yeah. Have you seen him also get drive-throughs for like crossing the pit lane exit and also going over delta time? I've had as well.
Yeah, well, I've had them, but I've never seen the AI have them.
I've had
really
the AI
pleased
have
about that. Jenson Button ignoring yellow flag. That's awesome. Sebastian Vettel terminal damage. He fucking deserved it as well. I'll upload that clip to my channel just so you can see that accident because it was insane. Anyway, how blooming well did that go considering?
Yeah, not bad.
I like it when we have a good race.
Yeah. Even if the result wasn't what we wanted, but we had a good giggle while we were at it, as usual.
Well,
Thank you
until
very
next
much.
time.
Yes, thank you as always. Don't forget to check out Esteban's Taco channel. What have you got going on at the moment?
Well, this will be in the future. So, Motorsport Manager, and it either... Hold on, there's two statements here. I'm doing a Let's Play of Motorsport Manager because it's excellent and a worthy, if not quite perfect, successor to Grand Prix World. Marker. I was doing a playthrough of Motorsport Manager, but they've forgotten to implement a sponsorship system, so they can go fuck themselves.
Pick or choose. A or B. A or B. A
Delete
or B.
is applicable.
Okay, we'll do.
Because the sponsorship system's the only thing I've not seen any evidence of, but I heard it referenced in a review, so I'm sure it's there. They wouldn't be that stupid, I hope. Grand Prix World, as always, there was going to be Grand Prix World tonight. That's not going to happen now because I was lazy and complacent all day, and now we've failcasted, and that took priority for me because it's harder to find time to do it, and we really want to get through this season, so there will be no video on my channel today. Ooh. But tomorrow is Motorsport Manager, and F1 2016 Career Mode will pick up again at the weekend in Azerbaijan, where many front wings will be lost. What about you? What have you got going on this week?
Ooh, so I'll be motorsport managing as well. I'm up to Monaco in my career playthrough, and it's interesting because McLaren have arrived at Monaco with 4 upgrades and appear to be a top 6 contending team. As have Manor come with 4 upgrades and appear to be vying for Q2. So I'm in an alternate world which is blissful at the moment. Just a shame I can't keep it out of the wall. So we'll see how short that race is. And I'm not expecting to get points at all. If I can get round a few laps, I'll be delighted. So yeah.
Do you know, my development war in my career playthrough, I've got as many points as I could reasonably be expected to. Once or twice I've got maximum. A few I've got just below maximum. And I'm still where we started at the start of the season. There is only Renault behind me.
Really?
Yeah, I can't seem to leapfrog Haas. I can't seem to get past Manor. Everyone is out developing me. I don't know why. Maybe I turned the difficulty up too high, but on track I'm itching people, so it doesn't make any sense to me. I'm having real trouble finding the right difficulty setting, and it's strange, right? Because sorry, I'm waffling at the end of the video, but it's strange because the races where I do a lot of pit stops and the AI is arguably too easy for me are really good to watch. They're far more entertaining than ones where I'm driving.
Yeah.
Because there's so much overtaking and fighting, and there's actual on-track action, you know. But I sort of feel like I should be fighting for the tail end of points, like I was in the first episode, where that point I got in episode 1 of my F1 2016 career was the hardest point I've ever had to win, and I felt so good afterwards. I've never been able to recapture that moment since. So we'll see how it pans out, but I'm hoping to find a sweet spot in difficulty in Azerbaijan, and then we'll get the best of both worlds.
Cool. Wow. Don't forget to stay tuned, and we'll be back for a much more regular output of Failcast from now on.
Yeah, we've got a calendar and everything.
And stuffs. And invites and things went ping in my Outlook So this is working. This is good.
It's the future.
Woo.
Bye bye now.
Take care. Bye.